Welcome. I'm Karina from Heal and Blossom. In 2011, 6 years ago, I found myself out of a toxic relationship. I was depressed, I was self-medicating with a lot of alcohol, and I have completely lost sight of who I was. I tried so hard to mold myself to what I thought my partner wanted me to be that I completely shut down my personality, my energy, my power, and I was miserable because I changed myself so much. I wasn't myself anymore. And in 2011 started my epic journey towards recovery, towards healing, and towards reclaiming my happiness, confidence, and power. And it started with a trip to India where I, believe it or not, completely shaved my head. I was bald, I was completely bald, and it was a very powerful moment for me. It was a moment of transformation, it was a moment of new beginning. And over the next 4 years, I have dedicated myself to making sure I never found myself in that situation again. And I drew heavily on Eastern philosophy, specifically Tantric Shaivism and the teachings of Osho, and a lot of psychological work. And I've really dedicated myself towards healing myself and reclaiming my happiness, confidence, and power. Now, what happened is that I wanted to make sure, my original goal was to stop feeling miserable, but also to learn how to build relationships, how to be in a relationship in a way that is much more happy and much more natural, much more authentic and loving, one where I don't have to betray myself. But what happened was, on this journey, I have found such a tremendous power in building a foundation towards all of life, for the entirety of life, every little aspect of my life, my relationships, my work, my family, my hobbies, my health, everything everything that my life was about was touched by this journey that was born out of this toxic relationship. And this is essentially what I do here at Heal and Blossom. I help others, I help you build a foundation, a very, very solid foundation based on radical self-love and based on Eastern philosophy, but also based on psychology and all sorts of things that helps you make sure that wherever you go in life, you might not encounter, you might not be able to, you might not know how to deal with a specific situation, but because you already have built a very, very solid foundation, you will know how to build a house around you that will be exactly the house that you want, and you will be able to interact with others better in a way that is healthier, in a way that is more authentic, more loving, more joyful, more natural, and one that doesn't involve manipulation, one that doesn't involve any games being played. And I believe that this foundation is essential. It's like a meta skill of life. It's learning how to live a life in an authentic, loving way, in such a way that makes you connect to your power, makes you use your talents, make you use your skills, make you happier and more open towards life as it is. It makes you more available to the opportunities that arise from your life. It makes you better able to deal with the difficulties of your life. It builds resilience in you. And that is such an important work, because if you do this work, especially if you do this work earlier in your life, you are kind of building up something akin to compound interest. It will compound over the years, and it will give you more and more rewards and more benefits as you go on in your life. And so if you find yourself that you're in a tough situation, if you find yourself after a relationship and you're broken and you're tired and you don't know where to go and you don't know how to carry on and you don't know how to start rebuilding your life in a way that is healthy and loving and kind to yourself, if you want to make sure that you build a foundation that will be there for you no matter where life takes you, then I'll be happy to work with you. And thank you very much for listening, and please share this message if you know that, or if you feel like someone you know might need to hear it. And in fact, just share, because you never know who might need to hear this message today. And I'm sending you much love. Goodbye.